Hey, A-OK product reviews. This is Rich, Ace on Knives. The Milwaukee Fastback came in yesterday. Didn't come in on a helicopter. Just came in on a bus. All right, so day 3 box cutters. I have done, I'll do these in order of how I have them ranked so far real quick. I have the Craftsman Double Barrel is right now in last place. Coast, second to last place. Cool. Then, the big surprise, Mossy Oak. Mossy Oak for about 12 bucks, you got 2 of these little bad boys, and they are just small and sleek. But what got me first place right now is this Lennox. Sure about this thing was you take the blade out, pull it back, it reloads a whole nother blade, and you don't even have to touch it. So here you've got freaking 3 blades. It holds 2 in the chamber right here and auto loads. The only thing holding it back is it's pretty chunky. All right, so today we're gonna do the DeWalt. And we're gonna do the Gerber. See, these really small utility knives are pretty cool because you can get really fine cuts. You can really dial in on, and the packaging on these are weird. Okay, let's see. Okay, so there's no blades on, this has a really loose trigger. And I think I kind of like that, I guess. Now, I see a blade in there. No. Okay, so it's got pretty cool little spring-loaded thing here for the tail. So you can clip it onto something. That's kind of neat. It's got the little slot here for razor cutting. I'm not sure why you would use that. I've never used those things. It's got the blade. It's got a little, okay, so I think this might be a problem already. So the blade ejection thing is right here and it's down. So if you go to cut, your thumb might go right there. Not the case. Okay, so the handle is going to have, see, the Craftsman was like this too. Oh, okay, it comes out the top. And it has, that's kind of neat. It's like the boot of a car. It's the boot of a car. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blades. Okay, so let me put these back in the boot of the car. That's as much of a British accent that I have. And it's terrible, I believe. Okay, so we're gonna load this up. There you go. Put that. I'm already not liking this knife. All right, so it doesn't want to receive. Maybe I gotta do that. Yeah. So you gotta have this forward in order to receive the blade. This has a very liberal. See, this is always a problem with utility knives. Is I call it the trigger. They have trouble doing a good slide and spring mechanism there on a lot of knives. Okay, so I tried to disengage it, and it didn't. And I tried. Like I'm literally pushing down on the ejection button, and it's not pulling the blade out. Okay, good. I can't flaw it then. Okay, so now this is a fixed, non-folding utility knife, just like the Craftsman was. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 of those, and then 6 of the folders. And these are big. They're kind of clunky. Ooh, we got another button here, maybe? No. I told you, look for buttons on these, because they're tricky. They're tricky little critters. They want They want to trick you. They want you to, one day you're working and you accidentally hit a button and it has a lighter in it, and you can light your cigarette or your cigar or your doobie. If you smoke that hashish, if you smoke the grass, yeah, some people do that, and they might want to have a little button on their utility knife, and it goes. Yep, don't do that, kids. That stuff's not good for you when you're a kid, especially when you're a kid, because when you're a kid, it'll make you lazy. You don't get to learn your work ethic before you may get into that, because now it's all legal too. We're gonna use the DeWalt to open up the Gerber. See, it wants to stick. If they had a better spring slide mechanism, this would definitely take. I don't know if it would take first place in the fixed ones, but I don't fold my utility knives. I just leave them fixed out, sitting out, but I don't like them big and clunky either. Always close your knife too, kids. Okay, so this has a little safety thing. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now, this is a sexy little folder. Another little mini. Yeah, guys, these little mini things, they're making me want to stop buying $60, $70 pocket knives and just carrying one of these. Okay, so there's no locking mechanism on the down, which is fine. This is very similar to the Coast. Look at that. I think we have as the knife industry would say, a potential clone. So there's going to be a lot of people out there getting butthurt because, let me talk about that real quick. All right, first off, these are very similar. And I don't want anybody stealing anybody's intellectual products or whatever you call that, intellectual theft. I don't like that. That stinks. But for, say, your Midwestern American guy who lives in Indiana, for him to get all butthurt about a multi-million-dollar knife company that had one of their knives get cloned and then just get all up in arms, it's kind of strange to me. Why do you care about a millionaire company, a multi-millionaire company that I'm gonna have to figure out this blade release. A millionaire company, billionaire maybe. Who knows? I don't know, billion, but why do you care so much about that? Just especially on top of the fact that say this is the real knife, because it's pretty slick. I'm telling you what, look at that fat pocket clip. You could put money in there, money clip. It's a liner lock. But this is really, really, really put together, fit and finish on a utility knife. I'm impressed. I'm still trying to figure out how you release the blade. It looks like it might be on a pivot here. All right, let me get back on topic. Sorry. So what I was saying was so you got this really fancy thing, and then say this is the clone company. Could be the other way around. It's hard to tell. Now they are different, obviously, but they're very similar also. So you got this company that has been around and very successful and makes tons of money. They have a following, obviously, and it's $50. And then you have this company that comes around and says, hey, we can make that a lot cheaper. It's going to look a lot like it, if not almost exactly the same. But we're gonna be able to sell this to you for $12. 50, 12. Original, clone. Okay? Now you got a guy who makes maybe 30, 40 grand a year in Indiana or wherever. California, it could be anywhere. I don't know how you could live in California for 30 grand, but hey, there's people out there, their only job is making coffee and they live in California, so I think you can do it. All right, so you got $50 original, $12 clone, and the people that make 30 grand a year are like, why did you do this? Why did you make a cheaper knife that's almost exactly the same as the more expensive knife? Why? It's a clone. Yeah. That makes no sense to me. Yeah, maybe this company should get mad and get butthurt, But why would the consumer who can get the knife for a quarter of the price get upset? It makes no sense. People are crazy. All right, I still don't know how to get this blade out. Silence. Okay, so this is going to be the first time I've ever had to read instructions that rip in your hand. Instructions, and I'm not going to be able to see this. I boast about how smart I am, or how smart I think I am. I literally think, guys, in this day and age, I figured it out, I think. In this day and age, I found a utility knife that I think you got to unscrew something like the old days. Yep. Oh, Gerber. You had such a good design. And now I've got to do this every time I want to flip the blade over or change the blade. I've got this little screw. And my hands are not that steady. Yeah, so if you lost this screw, there's no getting another screw like this thing. Guys, there's no way that this knife is going to place any better than last. And that's a shame, because this knife is going to go in top 5, I believe. I'm telling you right now, Gerber, you just went 10. EAB Light just went number 10. That's foolish. Okay. That kind of was a bad way to end this. I guess I'm just in a gripey mood anyways today, so. Okay. So now we got the Gerber Lass, the Craftsman, the DeWalt, the Coast, the Mossy Oak, and the Lenox is still number 1. Tomorrow we got the Stanley and the Fiskars. Does look kind of special, so I'm excited about that. The Irwin, I've got a lot of experience with these Irwins, and it looks as though it'll be okay. Now I'm really trying to figure out why this Fastback's so popular by looks, but we'll see. All right, guys, I'm out on this one.